In this tutorial, you will learn how to easily create a chat system between admin and clients with Vue.js and Firebase Firestore. Without any backend server and without the need to implement a socket for real-time communication. You can see that all the messages are here in the database, and all we will do is read and write to the database. First, go to the Firebase console and create a project. Look for Firestore database and create database. Choose start in test mode. Now let's add some sample clients and messages in the database to make it easier to understand what to do. First, create a collection for chats and add sample clients. Set client 1 for document ID and define some fields and values. Name, latest message, and date for timestamp. And a boolean for seen latest message. This is just for admin to know what messages have been seen or not. And add another client. Alright, let's create some conversation between the admin and the client. And each client has a collection of messages. Use auto ID for document ID. Each message must have a text and a timestamp. And if the message has an admin field, it means that is from the admin. And if not, it is from the client. Now go to Project Overview and add a web app. Then create new Vue.js app and install Firebase on it. Copy all these configurations and paste them into firebase.js. Import Firestore from Firebase. And export a const of your Firestore. You can then access your Firestore database wherever you want by importing it. Let's connect to our database and get all the conversations. import database from our Firestore.js that we created earlier. And we also need these tools to work with the database. Use snapshot to read Firestore database in real time. And send a query to get all the documents in the chat collection in descending order. And here we can get snapshot data. Alright, conversations are here. Let's make template for it. But remember to unsubscribe snapshots after component unmounted. Now put documents in an array. Define an array in data and make some changes here. Make a copy of each document data and add doc.id to them. Then put it in chats array. Now look through it and show each conversation. Add Bootstrap for better styling. And here, if the latest message has been seen, the conversation will be gray, and if not, it will be blue. Let's work a little on styles. Alright, now is better. Now I want every clicked conversation to be displayed here. Create a component for chat. And define client in props. Then import and use it here. Define an array for opened chats. And put every conversation that is clicked inside it. Loop through it. And if any chat is clicked, push it in open chat array. Use on snapshot and get messages of clients collection. chats slash client ID and slash messages is the path of messages collection. Create a template for chat. Just need loop through messages, and if messages from admin, use admin class, or not, use client class. I've been created a CSS class for it before. To display messages from the bottom to the top of the div, the trick is to use overflow scroll and column reverse for flex direction. And client's message are displayed on the left side and admin on the right side with a different background color. Now create an input for send message to client. Use add_doc to add document to messages collection. And update the latest message with setDoc. Here I'm deleting the ID key from the object because we want to send this to Firestore as document and update the document. And the ID field is not exist in the target document, and probably Firestore will not be happy about this. And also set seen true when conversation is opened. But actually you have to set seen true for every message that really seen by admin. But here our chat app is very simple. Alright, now I can chat with multi-clients. Now let's create client part. Create new Vue.js app and use the Firebase.js that we made earlier to connect to Firestore. And we also use the chat component that we've already created for the admin part because they are very similar. Install Firebase and make some changes. The client must define who it is. You can get this data from Firebase Authentication or even your own backend API or another Firestore database. But now I'm hard coding client 1 here, but we will use Firebase Authentication in the next few minutes. Remove admin field because it is client. And also set scene false because it is new message. And remove this. Change the direction of admin and client. Alright, now admin and clients can chat together. And now I change my ID to client 2. Okay, let's use Firebase Authentication to get ID and name from it and make this app full secure. Go back to Firebase console and go to Authentication. You can use all these authentication methods. I prefer to use Gmail. Now I need to add the application domain to the authorized domains. Okay, now we can use Firebase Auth. Export the const of auth in Firebase.js. And import it here. And also import Google Auth Provider and sign in with pop-up from Firebase Auth. Create a function for login. And listen for authentication state changes. If the user is authenticated, so the user value is not null. Set Firebase Auth UID to client ID and display name to client name. And put messages snapshot listener here. And also unsubscribe to auth state changes after component unmounted. Create a button for login. And use v-if to display the correct template if the user is logged in or not. Okay, let's check it. Log in with my Gmail. And now I can chat with admin with my Firebase UID. Here is my UID and name and messages. Now let's secure the admin part with Firebase Authentication. As we use Firebase Authentication in the client part, do the same in the admin part. Define a boolean for logged in and a title in data. Define login and logout methods. Listen for authentication state changes. If the user is authenticated, the user value is not null. Then set logged in true and set welcome for title. And put chat snapshot listener here. Use v-if to display the correct template if the user is logged in or not. Put title here. And also buttons for logout and login. Now I need to add this application domain to the authorized domains too. Now log in with my another Gmail. Okay. Oops, I forgot to import signout. No problem, just import it here. Let's log in with my first Gmail. Okay, but there is a problem. Anyone can log in as admin and chat with clients. We need to do something that only admin can have access to this section. Go back to Firebase console and set some rules for our database. Okay, I have done this before. With these rules, read and write is allowed in chats collection / specific user or client ID and any document under that. If the user ID is equals to requested authenticated user ID, this means that the user can only read and write in its own collection. And no resource or field must be in the request, or if there is, it must not contain admin field. This part means that the client cannot send messages as an admin. This part must be true. Or the UID must be something special, which means that is the admin UID, and the admin can do anything. Copy it all, and the link of this just is in the caption of this video. Paste it here, and now we need admin UID. We can see all UIDs here. I want to make this user as admin. Let's check it. I logged in with my first Gmail, which is not admin. You can see that Firebase does not allow me to access database at all. Let's log in with admin Gmail. Okay. Now let's handle the permission error. If the snapshots query is not accepted, it means that the requester is not an admin. And the link of this stack blitz and client app is in the caption of this video. And if you want to use it, you must change Firebase config with your own Firebase config for both admin and client app.